morning. Good morning. I've got a dozen donuts and a few more Krispy Kreme donuts here. So they have the Barbie Collection out for the 65th anniversary of Barbie being in existence, or the whatever. And they have 4 different Barbie themed donuts. So the first one is the Barbie Dream House one. It's filled, has a buttercream. It's got a dream house design iced on top. The second is a berries and cream filled Barbie donut with just kind of like a just standard Barbie design. And then they got the glazed with a pink iced around the ring with a little Barbie sunglass put onto the icing. And then they got the most boring one is the glazed chocolate iced with some pink and white sprinkles that are like somewhat Barbie themed. I wake up early to make sure I get this, because usually, especially at my Krispy Kreme location, all the limited release stuff like these Barbie donuts get sold out by the time I would usually wake up, which is about 10 o'clock, and go into the thing, and it's always sold out anyways. So I get there, I get the donuts. So you're supposed to get 2 of each of those 4 specialty donuts, and then 4 glazed. I'm getting confused here because I gotta tell you, I get the box, and there's supposed to be a special pink box with it. I'm not complaining. Things happen. Things sell out. You get all the influencers that are really just chomping at the bit to get the things first. I'm going to get the video out first, and I'm going to get all the views. It doesn't work that way, but go ahead, sweetheart. You do you. The special pink box that's supposed to be with these donuts, they're gone. They're out. So I just got the basic white and green dotted Krispy Kreme box with the donuts in it. So I was smart for once. I did stop before I left because the box was sealed, but I'm like, wait, hang on, just so I don't, have any other problems. I'm gonna open up the box. Okay, there were 3 of all of the Barbie donuts except one, which was the chocolate iced. They weren't there. So they miscounted. They put 9 of the other ones in there, 3 of each. And then there were 3 just glazed. Which, hey, if there were 3 of those 2 filled ones in there, I'm cool with. But we want to have the full Barbie Krispy Kreme donut experience, you know what I'm saying? So I go back in and I show the lady, and I don't want to be this guy. I don't want to be that guy, but if my hand is forced, I'm going to have to do it, So I show her, and she looks at me, and she's like, oh, I didn't even know that. So she walks back, grabs a couple of the chocolate iced and puts it in a bag and comes back to me. And, I'm not trying to be, hey, look, this is supposed to be this, and this is blah, 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 blah. I'm upset. I'm a customer, and I should always be right at all times. No, it's just like, hey, yeah, I know, it's supposed to have 2 more. If I could get some, please, thanks. And she hands me the bag with the 2 donuts in it. I'm like, all right, thank you, have a great day. This is her reaction, okay? She goes, says nothing, just nothing at all to what I just said. And I'm just like, all right, cool. But that's just with dealing with people. I mean, when you deal with people, I don't expect the best. I really don't. Anytime I have to deal with people, it's always going to be, I'm always betting on a horrible experience. So I get the Krispy Kreme donuts, and I'm just driving back, which I am now. That's where I'm at now. And I decided, I was sitting there thinking, oh, what could I make a video about? Maybe I just talk about a daily thing that just happened to me, which is very monotonous, but it's probably far more entertaining than a lot of other crap on TikTok or YouTube or what have you, so might as well. Here's another thing that was going through my head, and it's a mystery to me, And I think about it now, and I'm like, you know, why did I do that? Because it had nothing. I'm like, okay, it's buy a truck. I don't know what it is, but if you live in this area, you gotta have a truck. Why? I have no clue. When my friend Brandon, that lives in New York, came to visit me, he mentioned, man, there's a whole lot of trucks around here. So many more trucks. It's like, yeah, it's a 50-50 chance. If you see a vehicle on the road, it's a truck. Or maybe even a 65, 35 mix. 65 truck, 35% chance of seeing a car. I'm not saying this in a ignorant way, because I used to drive a truck. I used to have a truck before it got stolen. And the insurance company, that's a whole other thing. But I used to drive a truck, and I never really understood why. I was always told, oh, you gotta have a truck. You gotta have a truck. Why? I don't work in construction. I don't have a trade job to where I need a truck to haul things back and forth daily. Like, why do I need a truck? Is it just because that's a sign of being a man? If you don't drive a truck, then what's the point? I just think of like Hank Hill. Oh, a man needs to drive a truck in order to do things. And what do you expect to do if you're going to move, or you need to help someone else out? That's the whole point. Maybe I avoid buying a truck strictly for that, because there was a lot of times, like I did feel like the majority of the times I used my truck for its utilities and what it was needed for, it was to help other people out. Hey, oh, you got a truck? Hey, man, you think you could help move this or that? And I'm like, yeah, I always did, but I'm thinking, when am I going to actually need to use my truck to actually haul something? And yeah, it was a gas guzzling thing too. It was so stupid to use a truck as a daily driver. Just get yourself a little beater car to drive daily, and yeah, it's like you don't really need a truck most of the time. Like, I've had a car now. I've had this car for 13 years, 12 years, something like that. I keep up with it, maintenance and all that stuff. And I've taken this thing all over the country. I've been everywhere, man, look. And is that Johnny Cash or Rihanna? I've never had to use a truck or need a truck ever since I've been driving this thing. So I guess it is a very personal thing. If you need a truck, I guess you need to buy it. But I always felt like there was this pressure to drive a truck just because of the area I live in. And it's very stupid. And anyways, there's a wasp on my windshield. Hang on. There ain't no free rides here, Mr. Wasp. Yeah.